Let us begin then. So when we last met our heroes, this will be mainly for Adam. Last session, our fearless party decided to go along with not really a request, but tip from Asmarius about uh, so-called Titan Crafter. When they met him,
Yeah.
and then proceeded to go into his forge. Then kick a lot of ass, managed to survive and basically clear the place from Damon. How the fuck do you pronounce that? These
Daemon?
neutral evil,
Diamonds.
yeah,
Diamonds.
guys. Endiv almost died from a single full attack of one of the diamonds, Astra Diamond. And yeah, aside from that, one of the party members had some ability damage, and basically what happens now is that you have several days of downtime. I believe it's like 6 days of downtime. While the Jai recuperates, and while you wait for this Vulcan guy, that's the name of the crafter, to deliver to you items that you ask him for. Of course, because his forge was overwhelmed and then ransacked, he is low on supplies and resources, so some items he will be able to make, some not.
Okay.
So basically, if you have something, one or two more, because he already have a lot of work to do. So if you really want to go from here somewhere, like in the next 6 days, in this part of 6 days, he has a time to make one or two more items, assuming he has the resources for that. And I will roll the 100 to see.
All right. Well, if I don't know, do I have any money? I would probably.
No. It's like
He gives you as a favor for
It's a
rescuing.
reward for saving his forge.
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so that doesn't count. All right. Noted.
You could ask one of us, and then we ask him pretty much. So
No, I'll catch up another way.
okay, it's your call. You could have asked, but if that's
No, it's fair. I wasn't here, and Lysander was in the library. Don't worry.
I mean, I said technically, I said that Lysander was with the group. He was taking care of the lesser demons, while the other group was basically
Zach charged pretty much everything.
and he went almost to death. So
No.
yeah, you've.
Hey,
As I
guys,
said, you can-
I'm all right. I mean, and when we next go to a city, I'll try to buy something, but I'm okay at the moment because I wasn't there, so it's only fair.
Okay, if that's how you want, then cool. Other stuff that's out of character. So yeah, there is some fun stuff that will happen to Endiv. That happened to Endiv already, but nobody knows. But for now everything seems fine and okay and dandy. Okay, so question. While you are waiting for this 6 days, first of all, do you move your tower anywhere else? I will assume no.
I am not moving.
No, I am tending to Jai and reading the book that Titan gave me, so I'm not gonna do much these 6 days.
Before we go, we should check out that gateway.
Yeah, second
That says
question,
no.
does anybody plans to check what's the deal with the gate?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm
I'll
going.
do that. I'd like
I
to do.
can't. I'm only resting.
And I'm taking care of Jai, so I probably can't either.
Is Genkira coming with me and Lysander to check the gate?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, this will be interesting.
And then
Can you-
I have.
Can you two fly?
Hmm?
Can you two fly? Or do you
Yep.
need? Okay.
Cannot.
Actually, Genkira, you can just ride on Zach's shoulder. You don't weigh much as in your fox form.
All right.
Fine.
Fine. Well, I'll overland fly and you fly your own method. Fine.
Well,
Okay.
technically
By the way-
speaking, Zach has only like 16 strength. He doesn't have that much of a capacity, but well,
Can he
small
carry a
fox.
fox?
Small fox is not a big
Yeah,
problem.
small.
Oh,
It's basically just a couple of pounds.
so Lysander, when I am flying, I have the wings and halo of an angel, just made out
Cool.
of light,
That's a nice look.
and the halo generates light as if it were a light spell. So
Mm.
Yeah, that's the other question, because as far as I can tell, Adam as a player wasn't here when we introduced Endiv, yeah?
No.
So give Adam a quick explanation. What's your character? And I will then ask like what Lysander thinks of him. What's his stance and opinion?
I'm a dual-wielding, teleporting samurai,
Are you?
and
And you
um,
have angelic flight sort of thing, do you?
and if you weren't there, you probably heard from the other guys. One of my methods of killing people is teleporting through them.
Do you? No, I didn't know that. That's cool.
And I wear fancy Boba Fett armor.
Mm.
Samurai Boba Fett armor. I'll find
Yes.
a picture of it.
Well, that's nice. Cool. Glad to hear it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Found one.
No, I mean, I don't know.
How
I mean,
did you find one so quickly?
Google.
Yeah, but still.
I typed
Samurai-
in Samurai
Samurai-
Boba Fett.
Oh my god. Somebody fucking did it. Oh god. Oh god, you should make that your icon pretty much.
Yeah, but something maybe say one or two more things about your character or whatnot. Are you a typical samurai warrior?
I'm
or-
I don't know what you look like. What do we know about your personality and stuff?
He's insane. He likes to charge at armies.
Yeah. One of my
What's his name
planning
again?
Endith.
Endiv.
And I mean, these are the sort of things I didn't know his name, or if he's a human, or where is he from?
He is a human. He's from the Azure Empire. He is a member of the Imperial Guardians and Order of the Flame.
Okay, cool.
Imperial Guardians means he worships some beacon of light thing, and their goal is basically find their missing god.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
how I can. That's how I get my angelic flight.
Why is he an eternal wanderer?
I did not think about that one.
I believe we introduce you to the rest of the party as you throw possibility that well you are always seeking glory or
Yeah,
some-
it was that because the Order of the Flame seeks glory.
Cavalier.
So one of the big reasons would have pretty much been fight big things,
Okay.
which is a valid reason to join the Eternal Wanderers.
No, it's cool. It's
Apart
just
from that of course as with the rest, first of all you are Gestalt, second you have the knowledge about Drupal
Yeah.
of this world. Anyways, so as you start flying towards this gate covered in mist, let's cut for a moment because I believe Jai and Aoti might not, depends on what will happen, they might not be able to act roleplay for some time. So while Aoti is attending to you, Jai, like do you talk about some stuff or this is just typical small talk, or are you trying to maybe
I think he's pretty much like, oh,
Pretty
the
much
pain!
like, that hurts so much. Oh my god.
I'm like, oh my god, where did you get the idea to do that? And then we just complain about each other.
that's an easy way.
It was the only way.
Okay, I'm giving opportunities because what I feel that one thing that this party lacks is that, and
Character
sure because there are new characters, but I don't feel there's enough interactions between
Yeah.
party members.
True
I know what you mean.
enough.
Yeah, as I mean,
I
as
want-
I'm lying there dying, I do
You're not
eventually-
that.
No, essentially, I am taking care of him because I feel there wasn't really anything I could do to
You
help.
only lost 1 point of something, and then you lost 12 points of something else.
I know, I lost 1
I think
point
it was
of
12
con and
points
then
of
12 of
Constitution.
charisma.
Yeah.
Was it charisma?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
so he probably
charisma?
tries not to open his mouth when he has like, what, 12 charisma or something like that.
8.
Yeah, 8 charisma.
Yeah.
No, I do eventually ask Odie. So what's your story?
Well, it's a pretty long story, but
We're on it.
essentially I got fucked over by a bloody meteor, and then just been wandering since then.
Hang on. You can't just. Well, hang on. That you have to step back a bit. That's quite a thing to say. Well, you were just wandering down the street one day and a meteor landed on you. I mean, how did this work?
Just
Yeah, I was just about to ask. I say, well, I mean, while I am dying here and you are reading your book, we don't really have anything else to do, so you might as well
Yeah.
tell me the whole story.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm really clear on this.
Yeah, essentially. Well, I suppose I might as well tell. I was I became friend. My story begins essentially when my family was exiled from the Dwarven land for some random nonsense and such as I wasn't really old enough to really give a damn about then. I think I was about 5 years or so, something like that. So my memories, so it wasn't that much. I then spent most of my
Yeah,
youth.
in Dwarven terms, I believe that's you were a toddler back then.
Yeah,
compared
pretty
to-
much. And that's what I meant. And then I spent most of my childhood just growing up to my family's bickering about whose fault it was that they got exiled. As I finally got old enough, I left. Didn't feel any reason to keep going. Oh my god, no. Anyway. Oh god.
Shit.
I left. I wandered the world quite a while before I found a friend on my adventure who turned out to be a noble in the Black Dell, a country that was devastated by a day of chaos. And then I spent the last 20 or so years I pretty much was I became a noble there as I helped them build up their military and helped them. I more or less brought gunpowder there and helped them to fix things. As I then got called as in a meeting, but all didn't end up well. As I was called away by the Eternal Wanderers for a guild meeting, as when the Age of Chaos struck, and that more or less wiped out 20-30 years
Out
of
of character,
friendship.
I need to fix that one. The Eye of Chaos didn't strike. It was fucking part of the moon that some cult destroyed.
Yeah,
that
I
dropped
know.
down, and then after the Eye of Chaos is aftermath of
Yeah,
the
but what would you call the moon landing? Just moon landing?
Heaven's
Yeah,
Fall.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Heaven's
Moonfall.
Fall, as Heaven's Fall struck.
Moon landing.
Then I came back to see that my entire home was a bloody demon orgy. So, well, there went 30 years of friendship,
Well,
and most of my.
this is fascinating too, Lysander, because
You're not even there, to be honest.
I don't think you're there.
No.
Aren't you? You're
Unless you put spying devices all over the ship, you're not there.
Yeah,
mate.
my idea was that while we are going away to check the gate, because I believe you might check the gate very quickly afterwards, after you like day after previous session. So I want to give Aoti and Jai to talk between them.
oh,
First
sorry,
of all.
sorry.
Huh. Damn. Well, that's
Mm.
quite the story.
Well, yes. What's your story then?
Well, my story. Well, let's just say it's kind of a strange one. When I was younger, I always had this feeling. I always wanted to run around, basically, kind of jump up and get down and all that. And eventually, well, I actually, funnily enough, I believed I had some talent for magic. Believe it or not. At least that's what I thought when I started being able to, jump all over the place. I was there one moment and then disappeared another. So after trying to figure out what the hell was going on, I actually found out that magic didn't suited me and that I could actually do this naturally. So trained a crap ton of time, my body, my soul, my brain, all that kind of stuff. And eventually joined the Eternal Wanderers. As I said, my story's kind of an awkward one, as nothing really happens until after I joined the Eternal Wanderers. Basically, after I kind of left the group the first time, As in, there's still a couple of them that I hear, that I know, at least kind of remember, that I used to travel with, but I was called away. And then there was that moment where everything died. That
Oh.
wasn't a fun moment, and I think I was caught in the middle of that. And the rest of the time, I just spent in total darkness. And eventually, my body started degrading, started wearing out, and I was given a new one.
Hmm.
Rise
So
and
that's-
shine, Mr. Jai. And yeah, also you are smart enough to realize that the event that he talks when everyone died, it's the Heaven's Fall thingy,
Yeah.
the moon destruction.
Fucked over everyone, it seems. Mm.
Well, it killed several 100,000 people and destroyed
Yes.
2 kingdoms.
Details.
Details. Mm.
Because
Caused maybe a couple of tsunamis.
as Uncle Stalin said, 1 death is a tragedy, 1,000,000 is a statistic.
Mhm.
Stupid motherfucker.
So, Audi, you use guns and all that, right?
Yes.
What made you pick up a gun?
Never felt any reason to swing a hammer around. Well, essentially. Let me think about it.
Hang on, I need to think of a reason.
Yes, that's more of the rest of the thing. Well, an old adventuring party of mine used guns for earlier than mine. As I saw his effectiveness, I thought it would be a good idea. But mostly it's just because I thought it would be interesting to see whether or not these guns that are not powered by magic or some old hypocrisy would work in a world like this. Not a very good reason, nor a very, well, a slightly suicidal to be honest, but it's worked fine so far.
Else I will just intersect one thing. I will need to retcon this one thing that you remember that in the Forge there was teleportation thingy.
Yeah.
That you have a command word for it that if you say it then you teleport directly inside the Forge so that you spare some time instead of getting the normal way. I will retcon that the distance when you can call it is limited. That you need to be definitely around the mountains themselves to the world to have power and to teleport you inside the forge. Otherwise it would be just too fucking easy for you to just escape from any battle.
Oh God, Zach, do you want me to kill the entire party?
No, I'm saying we're all the Renegade Inquisition Death Squad.
Who is former Inquisition member?
I said that back part of my
Yeah, I remember. You said you were an Inquisition member, true.
And since she left him, that technically makes her a renegade. And she's part of a squad, and pretty much only
Technically she retired. Technically she retired.
I didn't shoot my way out of there, to be honest. Unless they tried to kill me, then I shot my way out of there.
And she's not hunting wizards for now.
Hey, a wizard did it.
Honestly, if you make up that somebody tricks me that they were the part of the reason why, you know, the starfall, then I'm probably gonna try to kill all of them.
Okay, I will throw in character who has plus 40 to bluff check.
Oh my God!
Can I build it for you?
Oh God! The thing is, I can hit every one of you with my attacks.
Well,
God.
they can have spells like displacement,
counter
mirror
your
image.
attacks.
Yeah, anyways, continue your male-female bonding, teammate bonding, unless you decide that there's not much else to talk about.
I suppose I would ask where you. What's your name of your comrade again? I completely forgot about that, Jai.
My comrade? You mean Ego?
Yeah, Ego. Where did you meet Ego?
Well, when I was traveling, well, basically after I was traveling away from the group, I was followed well, for the longest fucking time, but this lich I killed once seemed to have some kind of vendetta against me. Of course, he was easy to kill over and over and over and over and over again. However, eventually it seemed to just kind of have enough, and maybe it trained? I don't know, maybe it had some kind of Rocky montage, but it just grew in strength every time I killed it. So, eventually, when I was at the brink of death, I tried with all my might to teleport away, but apparently teleported something to me, and that was Ego. Needless to say, he slaughtered the dude. After that, well, then the starfall happened, and we were both kind of stuck in that darkness. He was a great person to play hot potato with, but that doesn't... I mean, for 5 years long, playing hot potato gets kind of boring.
Yes, it would. Like 5 minutes is quite a long time for playing hot potato. I suppose I have enough wisdom to realize how the hell did you get a potato in the void?
Oh, as I started basically kind of converting the stuff that I have into the new body, I actually learned a bit of magic as well. And what I did, I just casted some magic. It's just a spell that causes tentacles to rise up from the ground. Ego cuts them down. We fold them into a ball and play hot potato.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, I heard
Use
that
what you
was-
have. Oh well.
That's all?
Well, unless you can come out with something, I'm pretty sure that's all.
Okay, so while the bonding happens on the tower, let's switch to the other three party members, Genhiro, Lysander, Lysander and Endif. As you approach, basically, yeah, you clearly see much clearer that yes, it is sticking out from the ground. Like there's normal ground, then there's a hole, and you realize that the tower itself, not the tower, fuck, the gate, the archway of the gate itself, is like half of it is hidden in the deep hole, and the upper part, it seems to you like somebody wanted to cover it with the mist. Like, especially Lysander, because he's the most attuned spellcaster here, that you get the strong feeling that there is a lot of spells active, defensive spells active around this place. As you slowly approach it.
Do I?
Well, you are, yeah, out of all three people, you are probably the most, the most
Spellcastery.
typical spellcastery. The most attuned to magic.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's think about it. Okay, we've got obviously got detect magic, so I'm going to
No, he just meant that you're an experienced spellcaster, so you know there's lots of shit going on.
But if he wants to know what spells exactly, then yes, detect magic would be needed. And
I
then
mean, you want me to do the
checks.
spellcraft check, yeah?
Yeah, and then spellcraft checks.
Spellcast everywhere.
Yeah, I will need to check because this is the guy that can do quite a few spells.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Because of his template. Okay, so basically, so that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. Okay. So basically, yeah, okay. So basically, you detect for now 4 spells active on this place. So you can give me a 4 spellcraft checks.
4 spellcraft checks.
Yes.
Okey-dokey.
I'm going to do this so.
But did you cast it detect magic?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking Genkiro, not Lysander, because I know
Yeah,
Lysander
I
did.
did.
Okay, so you can also do that. Also, as you approach closer, you see through the mist that this gate is silvery. You don't know if it's made of silver, but it has silver color. Okay, I believe, yeah, the 30s. 30s might be enough. Okay, so the spells. Okay, technically would be 5, but 4 also works. Anyways, so the spells that you get the feeling they are active there, it's an alarm spell. Then it's an guards and wards spell.
Oh, really? I love. Sorry, out
Basically,
of character. I love that spell, but never ever get an opportunity to cast it. It's
yeah,
really.
basically that's the spell that you know that this is the spell that makes the mist. Basically, it's the defensive one. That if, for example, it can make a mist, it can also make corridors or something. Basically, it's like a fortification spell. If you can cast it on a fort, then you have better defense.
Yeah, it's a really weird one. I like it, but yeah, it's only good for home.
Yeah, the other spell is called Forbiddance.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is Screen.
Really?
Yes, basically you get the feeling that these spells are, yeah, they are suited to cover and defend this
Yeah,
place.
exactly. So, okay, once I've known that, I said I can tell the other two. Well, we know, we can tell you this. Whoever has put these up is good at casting spells. Whoever has put this up is super duper paranoid, and they really don't want people get into their home. On the other hand, these are all terribly, terribly defensive spells. They're designed to keep you out. They're not designed to kill us. It's not impossible that this is simply somebody who wants their privacy. I mean, it's going to be quite some effort to get in, because I mean, literally, physically difficult. I've got one casting of greater dispel magic, but that's not going to do the lot.
Yeah, basically, how close do you approach?
I'm going to go to 30 feet. I've got to go to 30 feet for detect magic.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, as you feel the forbiddance, I would say that you do not cross the line yet, because otherwise, if you cross the line where there's range for forbiddance, then you need to make a saves, otherwise you get damage.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I mean,
just so you know, that guy who casted the forbiddance is lawful neutral, so unless you are specifically lawful neutral, then you'll get that fix.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Well, no, I mean, I think that's completely fair that I wouldn't have any reason to know that. I mean, I think, do I take the damage for going close?
No, you do not pass the
okay.
The line yet. You know where it is, but you do not pass the line yet.
Okay. Right, this is interesting. So what do you reckon, guys? I mean, this is clearly somebody I'm willing to try to find a way in, because this puzzle's intriguing me. These are mysterious spells that only the most secretive would put up, and frankly, instead of telling me to go away, they